Well, it's Thursday. We're back, folks. Went to Lowe's this morning. Got a little insulation. They ain't giving that stuff away these days. Just enough to get started. Got some 2x4s. Gonna get our utility room kind of framed in here. That way I can start putting that OSB on the walls, and I'll insulate this. This will be all done. The wife's taking mercy on me, and she bought a nice little 8,000 BTU air conditioner that's supposed to show up from Sam's Club today. So I don't gotta feel like I spent a night in the box. So we got our table over here doing a little framing, and hopefully we'll have this wall done today. We'll talk to you later. Hey, it's Friday morning. We got a little work done yesterday. Got our utility room framed in. I bought enough insulation so I can get some of our stuff started out of here. Gonna leave that open for expansion when that loop gets hot. And then we're gonna line the rest of these walls in here with, actually we're gonna try to use up these pieces of OSB that I tore out of the garage when I redid those shelves, because you're basically not going to see it in here. I did find one sheet up on the hill that I'm going to do this wall with, but basically what we're going to have in here is our heat pump, and this is going to be our probably our solar inverter, and I'll probably set a little shelf up here, and my diesel heater will be here. Exhaust will go out there and out into the area there for like the off season. But first thing we're gonna do this morning, actually I'm gonna run up on the hill and get that cabin swept out up there. Plugged the refrigerator in yesterday so we can have a little libation later, but hopefully today we'll get the inside of this room insulated and sheathed. And it's actually nice and cool in here today. We had a cold front go by, so I don't know if I'll get that air conditioner in or not, but we'll be back. All right, we made her up to the cabin. Brought some provisions and a blower to give her the old man clean sweep out. Got a fire ready to go. Should be a barn burner later. I got it mowed the other day. This looks really nice when it's mowed. So we're gonna go inside and see what kind of shape we're in here. There's our grill. Get this porch blown off. Not a lot of bees nest. Not a lot of birds nest, which is unusual. There's our internet receiver from down at the house. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we got our usual. Oop, there goes the lights. We got our usual mouse poop we got to clean up. I did bug bomb. The lights are working good today. I had to bug bomb this a couple times. I'll get her swept out. Floor's holding up good. Looks like somebody was chewing on something. It was probably those paper towels I had there. But I plugged this fridge in last night, and we'll see what we can do here. All right, we better check the outhouse too. We'll drop our annual nuke in here. Let this work its magic for a little bit, and we'll get this blown and swept out. There's an old man eater. Die, you dirty bastards. All right. Freezer's cold. I don't know if we're bringing hot dogs or hamburgers or anything like that up tonight, or is it just going to be a break-in night. But our 12-ounce vitamin packs are loaded, cooling down. Now, I guess we're going to start doing some sweeping. All right, Bug Bomb did his job. Got her swept out. She's squeaky clean, ready for another season. Tested the solar light, which seems to be working, so we'll go inside and we'll finish up the cabin. Hey, I wanted to show you guys one more thing before I go inside and finish up. Last year, we ended up framing this out off the end of the logs, put some timber locks in there, and I poured about 30 bags of dry mix concrete around there and had it seep into that bottom log real good in hopes of stopping this thing from sinking, or at least slowing it down, because once she goes down, that's it. But we're trying to keep this thing as long as we can. Like my grandfather built it. Seems to be holding up, held up pretty good. So hopefully that fixed that for a little bit. Ended up wrapping a piece of soffit around that log where those stinking bees got in last year. That whole log was full of bees, and I couldn't get them out. And I come up one morning, the whole side of that log was tore out. A bear got in there and took care of the little bastards for me. So thank you, Mr. Bear. Just stay out of my garbage. All right, we'll go inside and finish up. Okay, got our grill cleaned up. Got our porch swept off. Got the wife's cushion back on her chair. Got the fan out. Phone charger's plugged in. Pond is ready. Flags are ready. Got everything wiped down with some like Lysol stuff. Got that done. Tested our diesel heater. That's working good. Computer came on. We're letting that run the updates. Pulled all our chairs out and vacuumed. That little vacuum I got off the side of the road actually works good. I just had to fix it. But it works good on this bare floor. So this floor could use a mopping sometime, but probably ain't going to be me. Ice maker's clean. Everything seems to be in good order. Mice didn't get into a lot of stuff. They did get into a binocular case, so that's in the fire ring. So hopefully we're ready to go for tonight. Might not make it next week unless it cools down. It's supposed to get up to 100. You don't want to be up here in the sun when it's 100. But all right, back to our regularly scheduled program. We'll get back down to our shed job. Have a good one. All right, we got that one back wall insulated. We got those OSB pieces on there. Just insulated this wall. I forgot how much I really hate this stuff. I'm already itching. Of course, you can't be smart enough to go put gloves and a mask on. You just grab a hold of her and go right at her. But got some electric in the wall. Got our AC feed. Got our other started out, so we should be good in there. Got the power disconnected temporarily, and I'm running the radio off one of those little power packs. That thing actually works pretty good. So we continue. All right, we got our little utility room enclosed. Got a couple high mounted outlets for the diesel heater power supply and the Wi-Fi hotspot. Got to get all this stuff into a J boxing up. And this is framed up, so when the ceiling gets done, this is going to have a cap on top of it. So she'll have a little bit more storage to put stuff up there. So we keep going. All right, that's just about going to wrap it up for this section.
Got our walls all roughed in. Got our internet hooked up. My Eero Pro 6 I bought off of eBay hooked up. So that way I was able to delete that one in the shed. Plus it gives us higher speed out here. Got our J-box set and our pipe extended. Got a couple straps on our pipes coming in. Got our control cables that are in that heat pipe in a box. Got our tails out both directions. So now this whole back corner is insulated and sheathed, and I was able to use all that stuff I tore out of the garage on the shelf job. So good enough for utility room. I did use one sheet I had up on the hill, but we got a couple, we got our power back on, and that's about it. Next we're probably going to start wiring that, and I'll use up the rest of the insulation I got. So we'll see you with part 2 or 3 of the interior. Have a good weekend.